return to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
Certainly. Settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 57 yards.
I'm so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
It's just a game. Of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So here are the Dolphins now as they'll be backed up to start this first drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Dolphins.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
3rd and 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 catches, up over 130 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's trying to prove the adage is not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so They're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Bishop. He'll get this one complete to Davis. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Miami set to take over. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19.
It's a gain of
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the slant, able to find Ayuk. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal, Miami.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Dolphins 14, Jets 7.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
To number 22.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Bishop. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing on 1st down, Bishop. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make...
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Andy Isabella with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10. At their own.
John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Dancing to his left. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
But the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Another carry.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Back to throw now on first down. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
14-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They're going to look to throw. That is caught by Williams for a Dolphins touchdown.
The kicker on.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This duo locked in 14 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Rolling to his left. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on second down. Bishop looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baker. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Able to find Harris, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
7-yard line.
On first down, Bishop rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun, Bishop. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up. And we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The first down pass.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
2nd and 3. Man open left side, it's Williams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. He'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 33. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Riddick with a carry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
He'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Brandon Ayuk, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
31-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Bishop. He will find Davis. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play. First down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
To throw on second down. Bishop escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at at their own 47-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on 1st down. It's Baker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Andy Isabella with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jets have once again taken the lead.
The kicker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
His kick is
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
31. Dolphins.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the 2nd one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
On 1st and 10, Bishop. This one caught by Isabella.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Good for a Jets.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. From the gun, Bishop. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, Baker. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Ball carried by number
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Baker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Pickup of 6 brings up second and 4.
Operating from the gun, Bishop. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
At the 1 yard.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
For the running back. Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they give this time to the tailback. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins can take the lead with the extra point. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So the Jets now down 35-34. And time, a huge factor. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Back to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. Harris has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll run on first down. It's Baker. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
A loss of a yard.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it.
And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. 35. Well, we were on hand for a fun and great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every